drive. We are having a good time with you.
Absolutely.
Now, here, speaking of good time, it's not going down. This is at Mbale High School. They're not having a good time. So Mbale High School is in Vihiga County. So far, I'm reading over here, they're saying it's been closed indefinitely after students set a dormitory on fire and damaged property of yet to be known value after being denied entertainment on Sunday. Entertainment, which included watching a football match, specifically a La Liga football match. Guys, set out La Liga Quishad. What's up with these kids, man? Anyway, so they decided to trauma a section of the school because they were pissed. They went on a rampage.
They're throwing tantrums.
Badly, Maza, and the pictures are just so hilarious, yani. So, but also very sad because I'm checking the library was set ablaze.
Oh, no.
Some classrooms, part of the dormitory.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like, let me tell you, Naila. I studied in Uganda. I'm checking pictures of this Mbale school. This looks, I'm sorry, it looks like prison. What? Are you serious?
Imagine.
Is this an environment any guys study in? Guys, no wonder these kids are feeling like this. No wonder they're quick to anger.
But you know what? This is better. Have you seen some other kids in other areas?
Public schools especially. Apparently it's bad, yeah.
This is really cool. I mean, when I think about it and what I've seen, those kids hardly have even roof.
What?
So this is very cool. I don't even know why Kev you're complaining. Like this is a very posh school.
Nah. I mean, I always say if this is posh, Naila, to your standards,
it's not my standards to the public school standards.
I know what you're saying. However, let me tell you one thing, Naila. Our education system and our healthcare system dilapidated down to the dogs.
I tell you.
We should never, how the hell does this should never be happening.
No, it shouldn't. But my concern is there must be a root problem. These kids were not just rioting because they were denied entertainment on Saturday. There's a root problem.
Watching TV only.
There's something else that they were rioting about. Investigations needs to be done.
I can almost speculate.
What could that be?
It's just the living standards in that school. It's horrible.
By looking at the school, those pictures, it just looks dirty.
It looks dirty. It looks bad. It looks like they probably don't even have water.
The last time maintenance was done in that school.
Can you imagine the food?
Yeah. So probably they were like enough.
Can you imagine?
The only thing that we look forward to on a Saturday is entertainment, and now that you're denying us, watch this.
They probably burnt down the section of the school because they just needed a moment to breathe.
They did, but
manze.
But the saddest part is their parents are gonna pay for this.
Of course. But you see, for me, let me tell you one thing. First of all, the public school system in our country is so bad. It's so bad because number one, somehow the kids find it easy. To just riot and mess up this infrastructure. Yeah. That should not be happening in a normal school system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It shouldn't.
Number two, there's so much corruption. I've had stories, man. I've had stories where parents are usually swindled of money by school management. Mother, you're seeing stories of teachers dating students.
Oh,
somehow this could, you know what I mean? Mother, drugs. There's some teachers actually help students
and some of them being
drugs.
Recruited to LGBTQ by
you know what I mean? So this is just messy, and I'm not even surprised that they can actually burn down at a section of the school because of TV. Let me tell you.
There's much more.
Come on.
I'm not blaming these children.
There has to be a lot more. Yeah, they're mad about.
I believe there is more to it than meets the eye. If you oppress these kids, there has to be an outlet.
Of course. I like that. It's an energy that they're just releasing.
They're releasing. There's something more. The investigation needs to be done, and they shouldn't punish the kids because I strongly believe, I'm not going to agree with so many people, but there is something more than in that school that needs to be investigated.
Let me ask
Those
you.
kids are channeling out their anger.
Yeah.
Maybe even classes are not happening.
Of course. Now, let me ask you. When you check the previous, last year doing the Manners in June, 18th and 25th, for example. So you check it, the majority of guys that were on the ground were obviously young Kenyans, the Gen Zs. Some of them look like they just came off high school.
Yes.
See, this is something that they studied in school.
Absolutely.
It's an energy that they usually develop while they're in school.
Yeah.
So, if you see society, going down to the dogs, you know where you should start? You know where all the blaming should, do you know who we should blame? Our schools. That's where it starts. That's where it all starts.
I think in our era, we tolerated some of these things. I went to a public school.
Yeah.
And there are things I tolerated, but today these kids cannot tolerate that.
Now they've lost it.
They've lost it, and I don't blame them. Because there must be standards.
Yeah.
Basic standards. For me, basic standards.
Remember, there's a time
we might not have much.
Yeah.
If corruption is taking root, somebody needs to be exposed and be accountable.
At least let the schools be clean.
Let
the food be good.
Yes.
Let there be water.
Yes.
And electricity and at least Wi-Fi.
Basic.
Just those 5 things. And the library should be good.
Thank you. There must be something deeper than this. I don't think it's just entertainment.
No, it's not.
They're sugarcoating it here.
There's a day I went to, back in the day when I used to play rugby at Homeboys. So we went to Kakamega. And then we were going to verse a team called Western Bulls. So we were told, when we figure like this, so we go to our, it wasn't like a hotel, like a motel or whatever, hostel. So we changed, then we carried our bags. They have like our boots, so we go, we're in the bus, and then we went to a certain high school, a very famous high school, one of the top high schools in Kakamega. I'm not going to say which one it is.
Why?
I don't want to get into problems. So
you're already in problems.
Nah, I'm not going to call which problems. What problems am I in?
Kev,
what are you talking about?
You're already in problems.
Nah, yeah,
you're
maybe just
in trouble.
by the mere fact that I'm in Kenya, maybe that's the reason I'm in problems. Anyway, so I could be abducted. But so they told us, okay, guys, you can head on to the boys' dormitory, the bathrooms over there. You can go and change over there. Naila. So me I figured over there, Mr. Rugby guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Nyaje, my guys, where's the bathroom? At the bathroom, I'm like, so you want to go and change? And then the directors. Ay, man.
It was crazy.
This is the top. You guys know. I'm sure you probably know which school I'm talking about.
School?
I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to give those details. But I know you guys know what school I'm talking about. It's a top school in Kakamega. Yo, we went like this. I checked in the bathrooms, the showers. First of all, there's no water. And then it's like people usually use. Anyway, let me not say too much.
You're so bougie.
It's not about being bougie. It's just, you see, that's the problem.
No,
as Africans, Naila.
You're saying what? There was no water
as Africans, why can't we just demand for better standards of living?
No. I'm saying.
Even just water coming from a shower means that you're bougie.
Yes, you're bougie.
Come on, man. Now you see that's the problem now. That's the problem with you African people, especially Kenyans. Yani, we're just so used to living in the garamas in school. When you demand basic things, you're called bougie. Naila, it is our right for the amount of taxes we pay in this country. Surely we need quality services from our schools.
You just won't need water in a bucket, my dear.
I don't
Kev.
need. Nah.
Let me tell you.
It's 2025. I'm not shouting at you with the water in a bucket. What do you think? When I'm in jail, are you kidding me? No. My point is, our schools in Kenya deserve better. These kids work hard so that they can live a better life. But let me tell you, whatever you see, somebody said something so crazy. You see this life that we live out here, Naila, this one, not this public life of ours. The only difference it has compared to what's going down in our secondary schools, our school system, is that as we're doing things in a larger scale. What you see out here is Kenyan high schools on a large scale. Kenyan high school, that whole culture, this whatever is out here, it's just elevated. No much difference compared to what's happening in schools and in some people's homes. History, no water, just survive. Anyway, you have an opportunity to study, pana. Let me tell you, the day our schools will be treated with respect, infrastructure will be like legit. We hire legit teachers. We have the kids have like access to a good library, good food, constant water, electricity,
clean
like in the private.
Water.
You will see how
change.
Society will change.
I agree.
Because those kids are going to take the same energy out there.
I agree.
To me, it's very abnormal. We usually trash Uganda. We call Ugandans shady at oh my God, those guys can't even speak English. So go check how the schools are. Bloody clean. Always water. Good food.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why you never see those Ugandans that are burning their schools.
Okay, that's impressive.
Exactly. So I just think, I'm not surprised that these things are happening. And like you say, Naila, it's not just about that you're watching football. Those kids have had it. They feel like they're in jail.
They're tired.
Some 20 minutes to the top of the hour right now. Of course, this is Spice. When you come back on Spice Drive, we're going to check you what's happening. More 20 stories on cruising the internet.
everything nice. Alright, okay. Spice FM.
Spice up your life.